Well, we've just seen Vishwaroopam, and everybody knows what it's all about, but I'll still give you my two little bits on it. It's a fantastic movie. There is no other way of describing it. Kamal did disappoint me to a great extent in Dasavataram. I thought he didn't have to do 10 parts to prove his versatility. He's done that so many times. But anyway, give the man his right. If he wants to show himself in 10 ways, so be it. But now in this movie, he's come back to being what he is, which is a great actor who can pull off stories that other people don't even dare to. It's a movie that is on a very, very large canvas. And his supporting cast consisting of Pooja Kumar, very good-looking actress, though she's supposed to be a Mylapore Muslim girl, Mylapore Brahmin girl, but she speaks with a great New York accent. Or maybe I missed a few cues in between. And Andrea Jeremiah, she was a revelation. She was actually the one who acted best of all, in the sense she had a very small role, but she was very natural in her role as a biochemist. No, she was not a biochemist. She was actually a spy. And so she pulled off her spy activities pretty well. And all the rest who had small bits and parts to play, they all did it well. Shekhar Kapoor breezed in and out, as did a couple of British actors. They were all very natural. So the story is about fundamentalism. And the thing was that the movie gained enormous amount of publicity thanks to the controversies it generated in Tamil Nadu. Muslim groups were up in arms saying that, as usual, Muslims are being shown in a bad light. We have been stereotyped as murderers, killers, and they objected particularly to scenes where people are about to behead somebody or kill somebody. They shout the usual Islamic injunction, Allahu Akbar, or they shout some other lines and then they slit his throat. They said that, why do you show that? That just shows that you just want to put down the Muslim community. But as Javed Akhtar said very intelligently once somewhere in some interview, he says, Indian Muslims are the cowards. Why don't they issue a fatwa against all these Afghanistan people killing and looting and murdering their own people and other people, innocents? Why don't they issue a fatwa? Okay, so maybe the fatwa will be silly. Maybe the international Muslim community may not take serious notice of a fatwa coming from India. But what the hell? It is a fatwa issued by a Muslim cleric in India and it will have certain weight. So it will apply to everybody. If a leader of the Muslim community in India were to say, listen, we condemn these horrible activities conducted by these people from across the border in Pakistan or Iran or wherever else they're doing it, at least you'll have that much more standing in the international community. You'll say, okay, so they are Muslims, but they are sensible people and they condemn an act when it should be condemned and not just ignore anything that is being done by Muslim fundamentalists and only blame other people from other religions. But there was a vital opportunity which was missed by Muslim leaders. I hope when the sequel to this movie comes, and I hear that it is there, it's on its way, I hope they will use that opportunity to say, listen, the movie is not only about fundamentalist Muslims, but about people who are thinking and caring Muslims. So maybe they should use that opportunity then. But here in this case, here is a strange story of an Indian Muslim with the name Kashmiri who pretends to be a Kathak dancer out of Tamil Nadu, married to a Brahmin girl, and they all live in New York. I mean, you can't get a bigger canvas than that. And then he's also involved with RAW, CIA, and any other three-letter organizations around the world committed to fighting terrorism. And he's involved with all of them. And they're trying to unmask, bombing activity that they are planning to do in New York or some other place in the United States by generating a dirty bomb, by pulling out some cesium, some element which is available inside these oncology department machines, those complex machineries that's been developed for hospitals which contain minute amounts of radioactive material. Anyway, the plan to scrape it all out, I guess. It's like post-Diwali, the children in the old days, they used to take all those unexploded bombs lying on the road and then open it up and then scrape out all the little gunpowder and you light it and you go, poof, just give them a kick. So anyway, the same principle applied here, but in a different time and different material. But Kamal has excelled himself in producing it. As he's a great producer, as a great director, great actor, everything was a great story writer, great script writer, extremely well done. The war scenes and the battle scenes are worthy of Hollywood. Okay, I can almost expect some of you to be snickering at the back saying, ha, what the hell, who's going to give compare this with Hollywood production. But let me tell you, many of the people who actually worked on this film are the people who worked in other famous Hollywood productions, so there's no reason to scoff at it, at what I'm saying. It could quite easily stand up, for scrutiny, even by foreign audiences. They might see an unexpected view of international terrorism coming out of Vishwaroopam. And Kamal being Kamal, super smart man, I think he had an idea, or maybe an inkling that something would happen. So he planned it by having a second movie or a sequel to the story. So he's got Vishwaroopam 2, I believe, already canned, shot, edited, everything done, or almost simultaneously with Volume 1, Vishwaroopam 1. So we should be seeing a follow-up to this movie in the months to come. The film benefited enormously from all the controversy that it generated, and it's gone into Telugu, it's gone into Hindi, and of course in Tamil. And from what I hear, it's done well everywhere. Everywhere people have watched it, and nobody has come out and said, no, they showed Muslims in a bad light. In fact, for the first time, we're seeing a Muslim heading an anti-terrorist or an anti-fundamentalist group, and how he handles it. I thought it was very well done. And the war scenes were, I keep coming back on the war scenes, they were good. The helicopters flying, I don't know how much was graphics and how much was real. Rocket attacks, and even a little glimpse of Osama bin Laden, which is in the movie. All very interesting, and little elements everywhere to provoke people's attention. And the people reacted positively, and they went into the theaters and watched it. I took so many days before I could get inside a theater. But I'm glad I went and saw it live. It was on the big screen. It was an experience. So Kamal's Vishwaroopam hopefully will crack 200 crores or 250 crores or whatever number that they keep throwing up. But it'll probably be one among the all-time grossers in Indian cinema. And I can't wait to see Vishwaroopam 2. So that's it. Kamal's Vishwaroopam. Great movie. Did I say Rapam? Well, this is a wrap.